Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode of I'm No Rookie, episode 23. I'm Plywood. This is my typical stream team slot, and I am joined tonight for some Ghost Babel easy difficulty action with SolidTony. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, Plywood. Thank you for having me. I'm really excited.
Pleasure is mine. As everyone knows, I am a GB obsessive, and I've been actually helping Tony out a bit with this game already, and we have hit stage 4. We've gone as far as stage 4. So we're in the middle of stage 4. We're at the end point, near the end point, and we're going to be taking a look at that tonight. Hopefully we'll get through stage 5 and 6 today. Maybe even stage 7. You know, cross your fingers. You know, do the praying hands emoji. We may get to stage 7, but I think we can at least get through stage 6. Just because stage 5 is a very long stage, so. Alright, you ready, man?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Fantastic. All right, we're going to bring it on over to I'm No Rookie, the big 23. All right, so just so everyone knows the structure of the show, we have about, for this, we're probably going to do about 2 hours. The estimate is a little bit off, around 2-ish hours of teaching stuff, and then the last hour will be 2 run-throughs of everything up until the point where, well, up until the point we've taught everything we have so far. So for those unfamiliar with this game, it's divided up into 13 stages. This is stage 4. So we're about, by the stage count, we're about a third of the way through, but that's not exactly the case when it comes to the timing of the game. Okay. So we're going to start the timer now, and hopefully it'll actually start. Fantastic. It didn't break. Always good. So we already talked a little bit about this off stream, but you probably already have felt it. Like this part of the game is actually really rough as far as the lines. Yeah.
Yeah, from me, just like doing some like practice runs and just trying to see, what I struggle with. I think the one thing that makes it overwhelming for me is the memorization of the route, especially when it gets to stage 4. That's where I start to panic a little bit. So memorization.
Totally understandable. This is a very memorization heavy game, like I've emphasized to you, and stage 4 is where your memorization, if you're not fully memorized on your movement, you can get into some real problems. So we're going to review everything up until the boss Slasher Hawk. So first thing you're going to do here is you're going to run left along this hedge along the bottom, and then we're going to do a line Casino Coin came up with, where you're going to go up left at the door shadow. So right there, rewind and show it. It's that corner. There's a little corner on the shadow, right where the door opens. You go up left there, and this should make this guard always miss when you go towards the opening. So it makes this room very consistent. It used to be that this room was not consistent, but just knowing when to go up left will change it. And it's something just for your knowledge about this game, is that depending on where you go and when, that can change the behavior of guards on alert. It's a very simple statement, but it's kind of complicated because, depending on what position you're at what point, that could change. Like, does a guard show up here or there, or when and how? But that's why you go up left right there, because it just affects the guard's behavior in such a way that you're never going to get hit.
Right.
So that's that. And then this is a very important screen. We're going to go up this, not this middle column, because if you do, this dog is going to sense you, and we don't want to do that. We want to go around the left side. So just hold up the moment you get to this screen. Okay, so you hold up, don't turn immediately. And then you can punch this dog once. Sometimes the dog will not bother you. Sometimes he will. See there, like, he ran out of the way, and then I could just avoid him like that. If you wanted to be completely safe, you'll knock the dog out like that, 3 punches. If you were super risky, you could just run for it, but as far as I know, that usually does not work. So basically, your options are 1 punch or 3 punch, since you don't have a gun yet. I would say go for 1 punch, just like, hoping, hedging your bets. And since it's easy, your health pool is so good that it's okay. If you get hit, like, whatever, right?
Okay.
Then we'll go to, I'll do this next screen, and then I'll let you catch up. So this screen is actually harder on easy than on normal. We have to do a punch buffer and do basically a thread the needle move between these 2 guards. So punch, and like that. We want to avoid the mud, because the mud slows us down. So punch. Then you dodge both guards expertly. Over there is 5.7 ammo, which is worthless to us since we did not pick it up. If you were doing the rank 1 run on easy, you could go pick that up, but just so you know what that is.
Right, okay.
And you just thread the needle and go in the next screen. So I'll let you catch up here.
Okay, so...
Yep, go straight up. 1
This is where
punch. Nice.
Yeah,
Good
that
thread.
one.
Good thread. Very good. So now what we're going to do is go to the right side. We're already on the right side, so ultimately it's better this way, and going backwards on the left side is much worse. And you're just going to hold upright. I'm literally just holding upright this whole time. There's nothing fancy about it whatsoever. Just holding upright. Now, when I get to this screen, I'm going to get along this right edge. Right edge and right edge. It's the same thing. Boom. And then stand in line with this like dirt path. And then I'm going to clip into this grenade pack. You want these grenades. You do not want to miss these grenades, and you have to wait for this dog anyways. So it's better just to pick up the grenades. Then at this point, you have an option. If you want to be super duper safe, you'll do a checkmark pattern like this. I think I had some sort of movement issue going into this screen, because that shouldn't have been a problem.
This screen is where I have a lot of trouble.
There we go.
Sure.
Yeah, I think I just cut my checkmark a little bit too deep,
Okay.
or too early. Because basically you want to create enough space between you and the dog that by the time the dog notices you, it's gonna miss you, because the distance is too great. Now, you don't need to do that. That's what we do on like very hard, because 3 hits and you're dead. You cannot afford to get hit here. It's just you just can't, right? But on easy, you can afford it. So the alternative is to try to like cut away like this, So you try to turn the corner as quickly as you can, because sometimes you'll be able to avoid getting hit by this dog. It just depends on the behavior. Sometimes you won't. I wouldn't run straight for the exit, because then you're definitely going to get hit, right? Even if you go along this wall, the attack pattern is so big. See, and that time I actually dodged it, right? Because you'll notice...
Oh.
Oops. I deafened myself by accident. Hello. I figured that out. Don't worry. I was not talking into the void for too long, hopefully. Was that hopefully only for like 10 seconds?
Yeah, it was like around 10 seconds.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
So, so this dog, when you get attacked by this dog, it'll jump, you want this dog to jump on the left side, because if it jumps on the left side, then you can go like that. I think if it goes right side, maybe you can cut left. Let's see. No, he's still cutting over the left. Sometimes he'll cut over to the right.
Okay.
And it might be the case that if you notice that, I've never actually, this is just something I'm theorizing right now, by the way. But if it's on the right side when it jumps, then you'd want to be on the left. And you'd have to just be able to react to that. Oh, that didn't really work. No, that still didn't work. Okay. Theory's dead. Always go right.
Okay.
I guess. So yeah, because as far as the distance is concerned, the reason why sometimes the strat will work is he jumps over from the left side and you go right. It might be the case that you'd actually want to go left anyways if the dog goes right, just for, you're going to get hit anyways. But anyways, that's how this strat works. You hope the dog jumps left, and you cut over to the right, and you should only get hit like once. Otherwise, see, I only got hit once there.
Now, is that like, if you run to the left, is that like a chance that you can get hit another time? Or
Yeah,
is it always...
you can get hit multiple times, potentially. I've seen it happen. This is a part where, if you get unlucky and you've taken a lot of damage, especially on normal, you could die if you go for this strat.
Okay.
Punching out the dog is not really a great idea because it takes too much time.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you could do that. I would probably do it from that position to try to get this dog away from you. But so you could do that. But then this dog's going to come. You know what I mean? What's the point? And you don't want to wasting a grenade on the dog is not a good idea. You want to save those grenades for later. So that's the theory behind this room. It's that part is annoying, no doubt. Then don't forget to press this button. Also, if you die, let's say you die on the other side, the checkpoint is right here at this button and you have to repress it. So do not forget. That's just a note for yourself. If for some reason you die going into Slasher Hawk before you get into the other side of this room, you need to press the button again, or else you will run all the way to the other side and the door will be closed and you will be very sad. Okay, and then coming back, you want to go down right there. So there's a little gap in the hedge. That's my visual cue. You can do it a little bit earlier than that. Or a little bit later, but that's the spot. Too early, you're going to get caught by that dog. Too late, you're going to get caught by the bottom dog. So just right in the middle. It's a little bit below that top edge of that square. ish of the grass, you know what I mean? So you
Yeah.
want to go just a little bit below that, and then you'll cut over like that. Do not, don't even think about like going like this, 'cause you're going to be in a world of pain. Chances are it hit like that. That's possible. Maybe that's actually, I would have to retime it. Maybe that's actually faster than check marking it, but it's very dangerous doing that anyways, so. Okay, I'll let you do those screens and then we'll continue on from there.
Okay, before I do, I'm gonna switch my Wi-Fi because it was like cutting out a little bit, but
Okay.
on my other computer. Hold on 1 second. I'm just gonna disconnect for a minute.
Okay. Hi everybody.
Okay,
I don't know why this frame the trucks are black, but it looks like a Tetris piece.
It does. All right. Okay. All right. So, right.
Yep, pick up those grenades.
Oh wow, he got stuck.
Yeah, that can happen too. Again, it's just kind of random what happens with that dog. You want to get lucky. That's what it comes down to. Okay, that was good. Very nice. Very nice. So now we're going to go over to the left side. So we're going to stick to the top of the hedge here. So don't forget to do a single punch buffer. Just stick to the top here. Stick to the top, stick to the top. The only part where you don't stick to the top is right at the beginning, because obviously we're not going to like run like this and then like this.
Right.
Because then you're going to have to go a little bit
Anywhere
out of your way.
Yeah, basically anywhere that you can make a turn is faster.
Yep.
Okay.
So you're just going to stick to the top, and then you get to this screen, and you're going to hold up left until you get to this weapon. You do not want to forget this. This is the R5, fully automatic assault rifle, very good. This is going to be our gun for the game. We don't need anything else. So don't forget this. You're just going to hold up left until you get to this rock and pick it up. And then don't cross over too early on this screen. Obviously, that's way too shallow. We want to cross over around here. There's like a little part of the shadow where there's a gap. Cut around there. Might be able to do it a little bit earlier. Yeah. Yep, even earlier than that. So this one's not that demanding. Just don't wait too long to cut over because you might delay too much. And then that dog that's going up like that could catch you. So just don't cut over too late or too early. This one is not that demanding. And obviously don't wait around. Any dog screen, if you're confused about where you're going, you're potentially screwing up your cycle and wasting time. So you got to go over to the left and then go to the right. Pick up this ration. It's practically free. It's practically free. You don't really need it. In the grand scheme of things, if you were like very good at this game, you don't need this, but like it's right here. So just pick it up.
Okay.
And then you could pick up this second ration as well. This one you don't need as much. It is slightly slower, but you can pick this up. So I would just say pick it up since you're starting out, but you don't need it per se, and then pick up all these grenades. And then you'll go set yourself up, grenades, ration, and head into the fight. So now I'm going to let you catch up here, and we'll go over Slasher Hawk.
Okay.
Also, if you got any questions, like, stop me,
Yeah.
and ask. Yeah. But this is all stuff I already showed you before, so it should be fairly familiar.
Oh, I forgot the dogs. Damn it.
You definitely should have picked up that ration.
Even the
Yes.
one before Slasher Hawk, or
Yeah. Well, you should pick up both. That's what I'm saying.
okay.
You only picked up one. Even if the dogs are hitting you, like, I would just go pick it up.
Okay.
Just for practice purposes, like go back to the next screen and pick it up.
Oh.
Right there. You're running past it. You got it.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so that last screen is going to be a touchy point, obviously. Can't forget what you're doing there, or else you're going to be in world of pain. So, Hawk is going to, after Hawk throws a boomerang at you during this cutscene, you should save state. That's around where the time the fight's about to start. So, right now, the bird jumps off his shoulder and he throws a red boomerang. So, just make a save state there.
Oh wait, I actually have one. Hold on.
Okay, great.
Let me
And the second to last screen is Outer Heaven. So,
Yep.
there's your other
Okay.
cue. And then he says start digging. But in Japanese. So, how this fight works, Slasher Hawk has 2 attacks, ignoring the bird right now. In phase 1, he has 2 attacks. He has a red boomerang, and that red boomerang goes linearly in a straight line. And then the green boomerang zigzags. One thing to note is that watch him throw the boomerang. It always returns on one side of him, which is his right or your left. So it always returns that way. So always keep that in mind, because you don't want to be like where I'm standing right here is super dangerous, because the boomerang is going to come. Well, if he kept on standing in the same position, it would have came to his side and I would have gotten hit. So just be aware of that. It always comes back to his right arm. He never throws with his left. He throws with his right.
Okay.
He can throw both one after the other. It's not always just like one at a time. I don't know about easy, but he definitely will do that on very hard, for instance. So you can like throw one after the other. Usually he'll just throw one. So just like get used to, avoiding these if you want to avoid damage. You don't
So-
really need to worry about that too much. You can just basically follow them like this, right? You have a
So
question?
yeah. So does both boomerangs always go on the left side of the screen?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
no. The boomerangs are going to go wherever he throws them. I'm just saying when they return, they go back to his right arm.
Okay.
So he could throw a red boomerang to the right. So like he could try to throw a red boomerang at me right here, see? But then it'll come back to his right side or your left, however you
Okay.
want to think about it. So as far as attacking him, you have no other choice besides grenades here. He's on a hill, like he's on a ridge, so you can't shoot him, sadly. So we only have grenades. So what you want to do, or what I do, is either you count out loud the iframes, or you kind of like watch him flashing. He does about 7 flashes, and then you want to throw again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got hit, so that kind of delayed it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's about 2 seconds, I believe. I need to go look at the wiki just to make sure. But there is a certain amount of iframes that he has. Let me look at the... Yeah, so Slasher Hawk is about 2.5 seconds of invincibility frames. It takes about half a second for the grenade to throw. So basically 2 seconds. So after you make contact with the grenade, 1,000, 2, 1,000 throw. Make contact with the grenade, 1,000, 2, 1,000 throw. Okay?
Okay.
That's how you're going to time out your throws.
Okay.
Let me start from the beginning. Thankfully, you have plenty of health to work with, so I did it a little too early. 1,000, 2, 1,000, throw. 1,000, 2, 1,000, throw. 1,000, 2, 1,000, throw. 1,000, 2, 1,000, throw. Pay attention to him moving around. Like, you know, the explosion does have a radius, but like there, I like angled my throw because he started moving right. So just be ready for that. He'll run back and forth. He's not particularly fast on easy, but you know, he'll move away from your explosion. Sometimes you'll be able to get a grenade throw in before he... Oh, Heavy Lifted, thank you for the 6 months. Really appreciate it. Thank you for supporting this channel. You can sometimes get a grenade throw in before he goes into phase 2. And phase 2 is when he starts sending the bird to attack you, right? So the bird is super easy, super slow on easy, like not that big of a deal. Just stay along this top ridge and just focus on throwing grenades at him. So he can like sick the bird on you again. You just gotta run around while the bird does its thing. Just ignore the bird. Like, you don't need to worry about the bird. The bird doesn't do that much damage. Just continue to throw grenades at him, right? Just, you know, one of the things you're going to have to get comfortable with is how far the grenade goes. So, you know, it only goes so far. So you have to be aware of your distance management between you and Slasher Hawk. If for some reason you run out of grenades, so let's pretend I ran out of grenades, you're going to go back down over here. On either side, grenades will spawn. But you should not run out of grenades, and it's very bad if you run out of grenades. So don't do that. But in the case you do that. On 1,000, 2, 1,000 throw. On 1,000, 2, 1,000 throw. So that was just slightly bad on the positioning on the grenade toss, right? So just be very aware of that. 1,000, 2, 1,000 throw. Or count the flashes. 7 flashes. You can do either. You'll hear me sometimes when I'm running, like, very quickly count 7, and that's just me counting out the flashes.
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, I know he's vulnerable the moment the phase begins, so I'm just gonna melee bash a grenade. See, I'm just tracking him. It's not that complicated, right?
Right. Yeah.
It's only when we're getting into this situation of rank 1 or very hard that this fight becomes a nightmare. But on easy, you know, as long as you have rations equipped and all that, like, you should be fine.
So, in going back to the second phase, when uh like when you're up against the ridge, is the bird only attacking? Does that like stop him from throwing the boomerangs, or is that
Yes. Yes.
okay?
So he could either decide to let the bird attack, or he could decide to go back to boomerangs. He won't do both. So you see now he's back to boomerangs, boomerang. You can see the pattern of the green boomerang. Again, it really does not matter that much on easy. Like, you can tank the damage. This is more like, if you decide to go to very hard, then this stuff will become very important because you'll want to avoid damage because you'll die in 3 hits.
Sure.
So, but yeah, so he either decides to use the bird or he decides to use his boomerangs, not both.
Okay.
It doesn't particularly matter for easy, but there you go. That's Slasher Hawk, so I'll let you give it a go. Pretty simple fight.
Oh, whoops. 7, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, you can tell, like, the flashing isn't, like, that fast, so you can kind of just count it out. Or do, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
Ah, damn it.
Yeah, if you're not sure if he's cleared his iframes going into the next phase, just wait. So you don't want to wait, Wasting 1 grenade here, not that big of a deal, but... And remember, you can run diagonally along the ridge and then just throw. You don't have to, like, run left to right on the ridge, right? So you just, as he's going to the left, you're holding up left and then throwing a grenade. That way you can keep up with him and then not have to turn or do anything, keep it simple. Just up left, up right, or up. Those are really the only inputs you should be doing on this fight as far as your movement is concerned. Once you're on the ridge, don't bother dodging. I mean, I would say, like, it's good to dodge in a certain sense, because, like, if you get hit at the wrong time, then you're missing your grenade throw and it's taking a little bit, like, you're delaying your attack. Which is why, you see the spot I'm in right now? This area is so annoying because if a boomerang is returning, it's going right where I need to be. So, like, if he's far to the right, I'm probably going to get hit by the boomerang, Whereas if he's all the way to the left, the boomerang's going to be going away from me, right? It's going to go away from me into the bush. So, again, that's more of a thing, like, when you're trying to avoid damage, but it's just annoying when he's on this right side, because you're probably going to get hit by the boomerang when it returns.
Okay.
All right. How about you try it a couple of times and then we'll
do one more
move.
time.
Yeah.
Oops. Just happen to be in this location.
Yep. Well, now you see what I mean. Like, he goes over to that right edge and, like, you're going to get hit by that boomerang. It's annoying. Thankfully not deadly on easy, but it's annoying. Yeah, so I would lead your grenade more so than throwing your grenade vertically up. Like, generally in phase 2, he's going to be, like, running back and forth with, he's going to be running back and forth because of the bird. So throwing your grenade up, you only want to do that if he's coming towards you, not when he's going away from you. He's going to unless you're ahead of him, he's going to outrun the explosion. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
So, all right. Do you feel comfortable with stage 4? Do you want to do, like, a run through stage 4? Or do you want to just move on to stage 5 for now?
Um, could we do a run through of stage 4 and then
Yeah,
we'll go?
sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'll let you go. I'll let you go to the start of stage 4. I'm not gonna do it, so I can just focus on your game.
Is that after the door puzzle, or should I do the door puzzle? Or is
I would
that
do the full stage. Just
okay?
for your, I mean, unless you want to just focus on outside, I'm fine with that too. If you want to just move along, if you feel comfortable with the beginning of stage 4, then we don't have to worry about it.
I'll do the outside of stage 4.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Careful, you're going up left a little bit late. I don't know if it's going to be relevant with the bird movement, but
I got a little stuck there.
you didn't get caught. That's the important part. And something for your own self, it might be useful, like just say out loud what's the next move you need to do on each screen. So it's like, all right, left, and now for this next screen, right, or whatever, you know?
Right.
That way you can kind of build it up in your head what you're doing on each screen. I'd say if there's any place where that's really important, it's outside stage 4, you know? Thanks to the dogs. You do not want to go right. You want to stick to the left on when you go into the final dog screen, but thankfully you did not get spotted. You wasted about a second there doing that, but that's totally fine because you didn't get caught.
I forgot to set up for slasher.
It's not that big of a deal for this fight, but this is
I?
this is the one fight where it's okay if you forgot to set up, but you really want to set up for basically every other fight in the game. So try not to do that.
Okay.
Basically, you should always think as you're going into fight, like, all right, I need to get my stuff ready. Because the moment the fight starts, you need to start getting your business underway. Not getting hung up on menuing.
Oh.
It's just that tiny bit early, you know. But yeah, I mean, you know, the time loss on this fight, like missing a grenade, it's like, okay, I lost like a second, whatever, right? It's not that big of a deal.
Oops. Okay.
And as you play this game more, you'll get more and more comfortable with throwing grenades, trust me. So you might be like, oh, this is kind of tricky. It's like, don't worry. You're going to be throwing tons of grenades in this run. So you'll get used to the arc and the timing and all that with more practice. And you'll be like, this fight is no big deal.
Yeah.
Heaven help you if you run very hard, but, you know, on easy, it's no big deal. All right, so skip through all this junk because we're going to hit stage 5.
It-
Okay, so stage 5 is one of the longest stages in the run. And as you probably remember from playing this game casually, it was a pain. This is one of the most annoying stages casually. The good news is that we're speedrunners, so we know the solution to puzzles. So make your save stay here. Okay, so I'm going to link you the wiki page, and on there you can find, well, there's some other stuff, but hey, Big Boss, welcome. The Big Boss with underscores. You can find the trips for the cargo sorters. So The first one's very simple. It's just straight yellows. So you can just like have your notes up, have that little map up, all that stuff, just so you can keep track of it, write it down on a post-it note, whatever. It's annoying at first, and there's a couple that are kind of tricky. But really, like, it's not that bad. You have time to think these things through, you know? A lot of people think it's, like, way worse than it is. It's just bad casually because you have no idea where you're going. It's just pure trial and error, right?
Yeah.
When you know what's up, it's like, oh, okay. So, first thing you're going to do is go to the left, because over here, let me unmute myself on stream. There we go. So we're going to go over here, pick this item up. The left item is a gas mask. Gas mask is absolutely worthless. Do not pick it up. All right. So we're going to pick up the cardboard box and exit. Then you're going to press this button. And then you're going to pick up these grenades. Now, you could technically do this later, but I like just doing it now. What you're hoping for is that by the time you get back to the elevator, the door is not open and it opens like when you show up. Does that make sense? Because the door opens randomly. So I want the door to open randomly late, if possible, rather than early and I lose time.
So it just gives you some time to kill for the door to come.
Yeah. So you could pick these up later. This isn't the only time you're going to be using the first floor elevator. But I just do it to begin with just because that's just how I remember it. So I pick up my box, then I press the elevator button, then I go pick up my grenades, and then I come back to the elevator. You're going to be doing a lot of elevators in this stage. You will get good at elevators when running stage 1. So we'll just run through some elevator mechanics here. Note that you can press the elevator button from like this far out. You can just press the door and it opens the elevator.
Right.
So if you're coming from the right side, don't go all the way to the left. You're losing like half a second going all the way to the panel. You want to be right here. Okay?
Right. Okay.
And then when you're waiting for the elevator, crawl in front, then just stand up. That way you're already facing the elevator, and then when it opens, you hold up. Like that. And just like those card doors, you don't want to go in early. You want to wait until the door actually opens before you do it, right? So then go in. Then we're going to go up. Hold upright. Press the button. After you punch the button, you hold select to get through the animation of the door closing. And then 1, 2 blue line, 3 blue line, and then 4 blue line, and then the red dots in the middle. Then you press select. And then you're going to equip your yellow box on this select. Try to, this is just like an efficiency thing, is just doing your menus when you're doing these elevator menus to save IGT. Because whenever you already know this, but for anyone watching, when you pause with the menu, it pauses the IGT, but the animation of the doors opening and closing still happen regardless of the menus open. So you save a significant amount of time throughout the run, especially in this stage, from doing that, because we ride so many elevators. Okay, so equip your yellow box, and then you're going to hold right. If you hold up left, this is what's going to happen. You're going to go right back into the elevator. So do not hold up right. You're going to be annoyed and accidentally go back in the elevator. It's annoying. You actually do want to go to the right. It's slightly faster than going to the left. Just FYI. So right until you clear the elevator door. And then you're going to ride the sorters. Don't run against the current. You want to run along the current, so to speak. Keep on going along the track. You don't want to just stand here either. You want to keep on moving. It does slightly increase your speed if you hold the direction of the conveyor belt. Just as if you were running against the current, it slows you down. Okay? So it's just something for you to do. So this one is very simple. We're just riding the conveyor belt. So right, down, right, up, left. On this one, I hold up left, like this. Boom, boom, boom. Up left, do. Because it follows both directions, and then you're gonna get to your first drop. This is what I call drops. So like, you get to a position and then you drop to a different spot in the map. So this is the first drop. This is the drop where we get our red box. So on this screen, you hold upright, pick up your red box. You do not want to forget picking this up, because then you're going to have to do that whole trip all over again. So it's very important you don't, like, forget what you're doing. So you pick up the red box, and then you go down this conveyor belt, and then you're going to end up on a new floor. So I'm going to let you catch up to this point.
Okay. Oh, whoops. Okay.
Hello, Sleepy Saken.
Oh, hi, Sleepy.
Good job not picking up the...
I don't know why I equipped the box.
Yeah, it's way too early. I'm glad you're excited to be in the box, though. That's awesome. Okay, it's okay if you don't pick up the grenades now. Just remember, you're going to want to pick those up later.
No, I forgot.
No, it's okay, because we're going to go to that elevator again. I'm just saying, like, whenever you do it, you should remember to do it at that point. You know what I mean? Make it a routine. Now equip the box. There you go. And then you're just going to follow the conveyor belt. This is the easiest conveyor belt ride, because there's one color, so just keep on holding the direction of where you're going. Go along with the flow. Go with the flow of the conveyor belt. Don't ride against it. Pretty simple. I would still pay attention just so you can get a sense of where things are. So like the one that conveyor belt where it goes yellow left, red right is the way you go to get the next level of key card, which is the next thing we're going to do. So still get familiar with these sorters so you understand the map, but the first one doesn't matter. And then you hold upright to get that box. Fantastic. And then we're going to end up on this floor. Okay, so I would make a save state here. This line is a bit tricky coming up. First drop line. So you're going to pick up these grenades. Don't forget them. You want these grenades. Don't forget them. You're going to go right. So this line, there's like a very grand cycle going on this screen that we're trying to essentially beat a camera if we can do it. Now, there is a way to make this completely safe by shooting a gun and causing the cam shot glitch, but ideally you don't do that. So this guard is kind of weird. You need to, if you don't cut up enough, see the guard notices you. So make sure you're above this line. You see that tile line in the floor? You want to be above that as you're approaching this guard. So like, boom. And then tightly turn around this. Try to turn as quickly as you can. Do not delay here, because you do not want to get caught by this guard. If you delay a little bit, he's going to see you move in the box. So turn tightly. Then you're going to go like this. And what you'll see me do here in runs, and other people do here in runs, is they'll get as close to this guard as possible while he has the yellow exclamation mark up. Just like in MGS1, when they have the exclamation mark, they're blind. They're actually blind. Like, they cannot see anything while this is happening. They can't perceive anything because they're just like, oh, I heard something. So we want to get as close as possible without going so far that he sees us, basically. What's the safest thing to do is just basically stop like around his back, let him walk past you,
Oh wow.
and then you move. So it's just kind of like you're going parallel with him. Oh, right, there is no camera on easy. Never mind. So on higher difficulties, this screen is harder. So I will clarify that. So I forgot that I couldn't remember that there was no camera here on easy. But usually, this guard is not the last thing you need to worry about. There is a camera that goes along this wall, and you're trying to beat the cycle. But we don't have to worry about that on easy. So really, all you have to worry about is this first guard. Now, technically, you could do something like this. Like, you could knock him out if you wanted to be super safe. Starting out, like, you just knock him out. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing. It's very tight when you knock out the guard, but you can do it. Very tight. So that's something you can think about. You could also pull out a gun here. You have to make sure you're far enough away so that he doesn't hear the bullet that kills him and cause it alert. Okay. Which this technique will be used later on as well. But it's just like in MGS1, you know how we like can use guns as long as we're far away from the guard enough that they don't hear it, like, and it kills them. It's the same concept. So
yeah, okay.
So you could do that as well. I don't think you can do that with the first guard. Of course, remember to pick up the grenades. I'm just running over here quickly. I'm pretty sure this is too close. Yeah, that's too close. So you can't do that.
But you
can't shoot this guard. You can wait, but this is agonizing. It is so slow, right? Like, it's better just to knock him out rather than waiting that whole time. So yeah. Pick up the grenades. Boom. Turn tight or knock out the guard. Again, that's a tight turn you gotta do. And then run to this back. And then you go to the next screen. You're on the first floor basement. Then you are gonna go back to floor 2. So I'm gonna let you do this line.
Okay. Oops.
Nice. All right, good. The reason why it's so important not to get caught here, as a reminder, is that if you're on alert, you can't operate elevators. So you're going to have to do that trick where you're running back and forth between the screens to wait out the alert, and you're going to lose a lot of time that way. That's why this stage is so scary, potentially. Like, getting caught here is bad, right?
Right.
So we're going to punch the elevator, and then we're going to go back to floor 2. So punch, let the door close, hear the noise of the elevator moving, 4 blue vertical lines and the red dot in the middle. Same process. 2, 3, 4, red dot in the middle. And then you're going to need the yellow box. You always want yellow box. Always want yellow box here. Always, always, always. That's the first thing you're always going to do. Do not use the red box. That's just going to lead you the wrong way.
Oh, I think I went to the wrong floor.
Yeah, you need to use the elevator twice. Every time you ride the elevator, you're going to floor 2. Every single time you're going to floor 2. So don't get confused about that. You need to go to floor 2.
Okay.
Okay, and then I will show this route, so don't start riding the conveyor belt just so you don't get lost. So you're going to go yellow, yellow, yellow. So far so simple, right? Yellow, yellow. Oh, here's our turn coming up. This is the turn I was talking about before. So after this screen transition, we need to use the red box. So I already changed it around. You just need to change around at some point before you enter the sorter. So we're going to the red. So this T intersection right here is where you have to change colors.
Okay.
This one's pretty simple. It's just yellow, 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 red, or whatever. And then you're going to equip your card. Climb the ladder. You can climb it from the left side. Then get your ID card. Wait for this guard to cross. You can't, I don't think you can run on alert here. The alert will stick. Yeah, so that's why you just want to wait this guard out. It's it is legitimately faster just to let this guard walk by you rather than knocking him out or whatever. So just wait. Oh, I forgot. Forgot I need to also menu for the gun. So let me menu for my gun. We're going to do a cam shot here. Just hold down left, and you'll see I just ran past the camera. It just doesn't see me because I shot an unsuppressed gun. And so just shoot, and then you can just run past the camera, no problem.
Huh. That's so weird.
And then here, if you didn't already pick up the grenades, this is when you go pick up the grenades, right? So I went and did it. So since you didn't pick them up on the first trip, you need to do it now, okay?
Okay.
All right, so I'll let you catch up here.
Okay. Yellow. Yellow.
So yeah, you're looking for that T intersection after that long northern portion to change to the red box.
If you change, like, let's say if you go on a diagonal as the intersection happens, is that faster?
Diagonal. Well, I think the benefit of the diagonal is so you don't have to turn on certain conveyor belts. I can't state whether diagonals are strictly faster on conveyor belts. That I'm not certain. I don't think so, but I'm not certain. So yeah, just let this guard walk by. Then you're going to shoot. And then the camera doesn't see you. Then you're going to press the elevator button from the door, and then you're going to go pick up those grenades. Do not forget those grenades. Like, if you have to write down notes for yourself of there's grenades here, here, and there, whatever, but you so do not want to miss grenades. Like, you will be very sad at the end of the game. So this trip, again, we're going to the second floor. Always go to the second floor. In this one, we are going to go pick up the blue box. Now that we have the higher level card, we're going to go pick up the blue box. This one's going to be a little bit more tricky, but not that much more tricky, okay? So, yellow. Always yellow first. Always yellow first. Yellow. Yellow. Now we're going to change to red. This one is fast, so red. So you got to be ready for that one. Don't be dawdling here. Like, this box change happens super quickly, which is annoying. I think you could do it like even right here. So like as you're exiting this sorter, I always just do it on the next screen, but you could do it once you see boom and you start moving. switch to red. Okay? You need to be red here, or else you're going to have to ride the whole thing again. Then red. Then yellow. Then red. We're going to this room up here. There's this, like, room up here. We're going up to this room. So right over here. And we're coming to our destination. And I'm going to save state, because this room is a bit weird. Okay. You're going to unequip and get your card out. Now, there is a ration over here. I already have maxed out a 2, but there is a ration over there, just to let you know. Actually, this room is not weird, because this is easy, so don't worry about it. Those are stun grenades over there. Just pick them up. For now. Just pick them up. Like, they're useful. And they're not that out of the way, so I would suggest picking them up. For simplicity's sake. They're not as OP as they are in MGS1, but they're still very good. There is a range. It's not like infinite Omega range, but it's still like if there's any guards around, they just fall to the floor. They're done, you know, so that's useful. Because throwing a stun grenade is better than getting knocked to the floor. You hear? Mm-hmm. And then you pick up the blue box. You don't forget it. It's right in this corner. Again, I say that stuff because, like, you know, if you forget a box, you're wasting so much time in this stage, right?
Right.
Okay. And then you're going to just run around this spiral, which is not that important. So I'll let you catch up.
Okay.
This stage gets more complicated on the higher difficulties, but thankfully this is on easy. It's just like, just know where you're going, forehead. You're good.
Yellow.
Yellow. Yeah, remember, this turn happens super fast. There you go. Red. Boom. Not going the wrong way. Big pog.
Big pogs. Okay.
You're conquering the thing that gives people nightmares. Then once you get off the conveyor belt, equip your card. You want to keep on, like, just keep on holding up, and then once you see Snake is moving with the cardboard box, then you'll keep on holding the direction and go into the menu.
Red?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Here, it doesn't matter because there's no sorters, so you just get in a box. Good question. And then you'll pick up the blue box. And then get on the conveyor belt. See? Not so bad. And then you're going to go around the spiral. On the higher difficulties, there's a guard here. On easy, he went out to lunch, so don't worry about it. There are some stuns over here. You can also pick those up. And I would just suggest picking them up for now. When you get more comfortable with the game, you can skip them. That's fine, but just pick them up. It's fine. And then this next screen, I think this is yeah, okay. So there's a few different strategies for this guard, actually. So I need to do I have a no. Okay, so there's a few different strategies for this guard, but the one I suggest, let me go to this screen and save state. So you're going to run up here, knock. Guard's going to go investigate over there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You can't quite reach him like that. And if you try to punch, he's going to see you. Now you can knock over here. There's like this. You can like squeeze by him if you knock over here, but it's so tricky. See that? Like, it is faster, but it's really tight. So I just tell it, like, just knock up here. Let the guard go like that, you know? It's a lot easier to deal with. It's a little bit slower because you have to go up over here, but boom, and you just run past them. It's not so bad. It's not so bad.
It's not bad, no. Right.
Remember, we're on B1 here, so we're going to have to ride the elevator twice to the second floor.
Right, okay. I still get confused with the elevator trick where you hit the button and then menu, and then you, what is it? You menu and then you
All right. So
menu it.
let's run through this. So elevator opens, you hold up. Now, either hold up left to go down or up right to go up. Right after you press the button to go down or up, you're immediately going to press select. Okay? You're going to immediately menu. And that's going to cause the elevator door to close while the IGT is paused. So it saves time on this animation of the door closing. So, and you're going to have to turn, by the way. Like, you have to turn. So it's upright, up, turn, punch, press, select. If you do it perfectly, you'll see, like, he's still pressing the button. Like, that's how you know you did it perfectly, because he's still pressing the button, right? Okay. And then at this point, once you hear the once the doors are closed and you hear the like the brrr, then you can unmenu here. And what you're paying attention to is the red dots in the corner and the blue lines coming down. So you count 4 blue lines. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then these red dots, when they get into the middle, you have landed on the next floor. So boom. So you want to pause when it lands, and then you wait out this animation of the door opening, right?
Okay.
Does that make sense? Is
Yeah,
there
yeah.
anything? Okay, so that's how you use the visual cues,
Okay.
and you want to do that on every elevator ride because you
Okay.
save. I don't know. You save like a second every time you do this.
Well, because
So
is if I understand it correctly, it's basically the shaking animation of the elevator. It doesn't do it.
well, no. If it didn't play you have it backwards because if the animation didn't play, we wouldn't do this in the first place. The animation plays, but we're pausing the in-game timer. So it's an in-game time trick. This game is compared off of IGT, right?
Oh, okay.
So whenever you open the menu or you open up your codec or you're talking to anyone or a cutscene's playing, the IGT is paused. So we're just exploiting the fact that an animation still happens while the game's timer is paused. So we're saving time on our in-game timer by doing that.
Gotcha. Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, fourth line red middle, boom. Of course, I should be in front of the door here, but you get the idea. So something I need to bring up here since we're coming into the end here. So grenade, you want to grenade yourself at some point. It could be this final elevator ride, but after you press the elevator button, you're going to hurt yourself. We need to prep ourselves for death abuse, so I'm going to throw multiple grenades. This is what kind of sucks about easy is you have so much health here that you have to like throw a lot of grenades. So I have to throw 3 to get myself completely prepped up. So it doesn't have to be the final elevator ride. You could like do it earlier. You could put in multiple elevators. It doesn't matter. Just make sure you damage boost or hurt yourself in the elevator at some point so you're at this point in your life, okay?
Okay.
All right, so I'll let you get to the second floor.
Okay. Oh. Oh no.
Yeah, you have to let him move. You have to let him move. Well, now you're gonna see it. You're gonna go back and forth between the screens to wait out the alert. Do not go to the elevator. That is not no. You go back and forth between the screens. Back and forth between the screens. You don't have to do it super fast. You can wait a moment until you see a guard. Like, you'll see guards, like, come into the screen, then go, okay? Just so you're not wasting RTA time waiting that long, you know what I mean? But if you get caught, do not wait at the elevator. You're going to get caught if you do that, and it's going to waste even more time, okay? If you ever get caught, you run back and forth between screens. That's how you cheese it. All right, so now go to the elevator.
Oh wait, do I need to pick up the... No, I don't. Okay.
No, this is B1. There's nothing here. Don't worry, I would tell you if you need to pick anything up. So yeah, hurt yourself a little bit. Doesn't have to be this elevator ride, but the next one with grenades. So yeah, just boom, another one, boom, and then get in front of the door. This is why it's good to like string it through multiple elevator rides, because you gotta like squeezing in a bunch of tosses like that is kind of tough all at once. But you need to remember to hurt yourself. All right. Now we're going to do thermal goggle skip. I'm going to teach you thermal goggle skip. This is hard. I'm just going to say that ahead of time. This is going to take practice. So yellow first, but then we're going to immediately switch to the blue box. This is a shortcut. So blue, it's yellow, blue, yellow, blue, yellow, blue. Very simple. So yellow, blue, yellow. Yellow. Just swapping between them. Blue. Yellow. And this is our destination. It's this northern branch leading into this box room. Okay. And then this guy we need to knock out. So you're going to go like that. Knock this guy out. If you don't, if you get spotted, you cannot open this door. It's super annoying, but you cannot open this door. Which I can show right here. So like, let's say I decide to shoot him to death. Or hey, let's say I throw a stun. You can't go in this door. So you need to go in that door. So just knock this, well, on easy, it just kills him outright, but kill the guy. And then you're going to enter this room. I'm going to let you catch up here because this is where things get weird. So.
Okay. So, yellow, blue. Is it? Oh, there it is.
Yep.
Okay.
Yellow, blue, yellow, blue, yellow, blue. Again, people make a huge hullabaloo about this box thing, but it's actually really simple. It's just trial and error to get to that point casually. Hello, heroic replicas. Yellow. And you're at your destination. It's that simple. Then you're going to go upright and knock the hell out of this guard with your strong punch. And then you're going to stop at the door. Nope. Oh boy. Go back outside. I'm going to stop right here. Okay, so just pause. So, this trick saves you several minutes. So you really should do it, but it is hard. It's kind of hard to wrap your head around. What we're going to be doing here is a death abuse that's going to reset the RNG value of the lasers. Okay.
Okay.
So when you die and you exit, re-enter the room, it will actually keep the pattern of the lasers in this room static. You're supposed to go pick up the thermal goggles and make this easy on yourself, but you don't have to. In fact, you don't need the game allows you to completely skip it. It's a planned sequence break. So that's the deal. So I'm gonna make a save state here. You should 100% have a save state here. Like, do not ignore this spot because you want to be able to practice this. So definitely have a save state, a dedicated save state for this part alone. It's that important because you could waste a lot of time trying to do this if you aren't comfortable in your timing. So when you enter this room, you want grenades out, which you'll already have out. So that's great. You're going to turn and immediately throw a grenade and kill yourself. Boom. Snake's dead. At this point, we got a game over, but the continue is going to allow us to reset the RNG. So I'm going to hold left, hold right. I'm going to exit and re-enter. So hold left, hold right. Do not delay. It has to be hold left, hold right. Thankfully, there's that like fade in, fade out that you have time to do, but just, this is all planned. There is no delaying here. There's no like, oh, what am I doing? Right? This has to be like clockwork. Okay. So for the first room, this first trip, I would highly suggest use the radar to your advantage, right? You can see Snake and you can see the map of the dark room. It's what I call it, the dark room. So you can see where Snake is relative to the radar. And I would highly suggest paying attention to Snake while you're doing this trick. I use Snake as my visual cue for knowing when to go. There's different ways. This is kind of like the water skip in stage 3. There's different ways you can go about delaying your movement here. But what I do is punches. And I pay attention to the animation of Snake punching. So die. Oops, I have rations out. Don't do that, by the way. Do not have rations out when you're trying to death abuse. It's very counterproductive.
I'm gonna say I don't want rations there.
We don't want rations there.
Okay.
So you run through the first set of lasers, you do 10 punches, run through the second set of lasers, do 2 punches, and then you run through the final set of lasers. So left, right, run, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, it was too slow. Let's do this right, shall we? Pay attention to his elbow, that's what I do. My timing is awful. Or my notes are bad. It has been a while, but let's try this again. 2. What's going on? Might be my wiki notes are bad. Let me just open up let me go open up my GDQ run and see if my notes are out of date. And I might have been doing this slightly differently compared to how the notes are written. So let me just open that up. This is a very scary part of the run, by the way.
I could see that.
If your timing is off. So let me just double check this. So left, right, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, wait. Are these written? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I did 7. 1, 2. Yeah, this is wrong. I don't know why I have 10 punches. It's 7 and 2. Really? 7 and 2? But like I said, it really does depend on how quickly you do your punches, you know? So that's why I was like, it's kind of like the wave skip, you know? Like it's just about buffering properly for yourself.
Right.
So we'll do 7 and 2. Left, right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. There you go. Yeah, that's just too much of a buffer. I'm gonna edit that already. I'm gonna just edit that.
Okay.
I made that look way scarier than it needed to be, but I could now show you like multiple times in a row doing this. But
Okay.
like
So
I
that's
said, pay attention to his elbow, because that's how you know like his animation is reset. Because you don't want to just like, just do this. Because I mean, you could buffer that way, and it worked for me. I just did that by complete feel. But so you could mash it out. That is one way to do it. I don't know how much. That would probably be not a bad way for some people, but the way I've always done it is by just pacing it out and just like counting it that way. But you could mash it, it's just trying to buffer. You could probably count the blinks on the radar too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. If you had a save with the thermal goggles, which you could make by just going and picking them up, you could see the pattern as well. In any case, so 7 punches, run through the second set. Well, you run through the first set, 7 punches, run through the second set of lasers, 2 punches. Okay?
okay.
Sorry that was a little bit weird, but
No.
my notes were wrong.
It's a good laugh.
I was like, "Oh god, what is going on?" So I'll let you do this.
Okay. So win, kill. Oh,
Left,
whoops.
right.
Wait, why did it?
That's
Hold on.
okay. If you die here, like you can just do it again. So continue left, right. Like if you fail it, you can just initiate it again. So
Ah,
just try it again. Left, right. Oh, you waited. That's gonna throw everything off. I told you, like there's no room for dilly dally.
so is it? Hold on. Maybe I'm positioning myself. So I do too fast, maybe.
Maybe try 8. Try 8. There is a range to it. It's not like um
Okay. So I think I was too fast for those punches.
You're a little bit too fast with the punches. 1, 2, 3. Like I said, I would not be surprised that there is some better way to buffer this out, like watching the radar or something. To be honest with you, I'm not saying like this is the way you should do it. I'm just showing you how I've done it, okay? Because I wouldn't doubt that there's other. It's just like with the water skip. I showed 5 different versions of it, like with different buffering methods. Same deal here, right? Okay. So now we're gonna go pick up some C4. Remember, we are really low on HP. Just keep that in mind. So, oh man, this is. Let me double check something. I think we just run out alert here. This was a while ago because these rooms are a little bit different depending on difficulty. So I'm just reviewing my easy run so I don't give you bad information. How the heck did I do this? I think I just ran around on alert. Yeah, because so I'm just reviewing real quick.
Right. Okay.
You just avoid that. Yeah, the fact that alerts clear more quickly on easy. Yo, CDOS. Speaking of easy, CDOS Kez, she's done easy runs. It's helped figure stuff out. Okay, this is actually really not that complicated. All right, so you're gonna get caught by the camera. That's fine. Maneuver around these boxes. This dude's gonna see you. That's fine. Just run away. For the love of God and all that is holy, for the love of Kojima, do not go up here and talk to Jimmy. If you do that, the checkpoint is going to reset to Jimmy, and you are going to be in a lot of trouble because you're not going to be able to do the RNG manip that we're planning on doing, okay? So do not talk to Jimmy. Do not talk to Jimmy. We're ignoring Jimmy entirely. We're going to go pick up the C4. Do not talk to Jimmy. Okay. Made that very clear because you will basically, your run's over at that point. Pick up the C4 at the right side of the door. And then we're going to run back. It's very simple. There's like no guards here on easy. On normal, this area is a little bit more complicated. Obviously, very hard as well. Okay, I'll let you do that. That's actually really simple. You just go. As long as you know where you're going, you just go. So I'll let you go. Just don't talk to Jimmy. Whatever you do, do not talk to Jimmy. That's something I didn't know about until I was teaching Tyler this game, and then he accidentally went and talked to Jimmy, and that reset the checkpoint, and then we all learned that you should never ever talk to Jimmy. So don't talk to Jimmy. You'll introduce yourself to him later in a few minutes. On the opposite side of that C4 is more C4, but you can't carry more than one package of C4, so it doesn't matter. Just pick up the one closest to you.
Gotcha. Oops.
All right. So here we go. This is the second go around. I don't think my notes are bad here, but never know. These numbers make sense to me. Okay, so same deal. We're going to kill Snake. So we're going to enter, kill Snake. This time, though, we are not going to exit and re-enter. Okay, we're going to actually stay in the room. So you're gonna do 7 punches, run through both of the. You're gonna run through the first and second set of lasers, do 8 punches, then run through the third. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you run through. I'm gonna do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do it one more time, and then I'll let you do it.
Okay.
Down left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, that's more like it. Less failure compared to last time. This one can be a little bit tight with the first 7 punches. You really don't want to delay too much, or else you'll miss your opportunity. So, all right, let's see you do it. Thermo skip, baby. No, you gotta blow up Snake first. I know you're excited, but
Alright, should I try it
you
again?
yeah. Well, you don't exit. You don't exit. You stay in. You blow yourself up and you stay in the room. The exit re-enter is just for the first one. So blow yourself up, continue, and then do it. Yeah, you delayed. Like you were just like, wait a minute, what am I doing? I told you, there's no time for dilly dally with this trick.
Oh.
Nice, you did it.
Whew.
You did it. You skipped the thermal goggles, man.
That's nerve-wracking.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it. But yeah, there you go. You saved, like, I'm not kidding you, like 5 minutes or some nonsense. 3 minutes, something goofy. So after that, we go to this conveyor belt, and I think you use the blue box? This one I always forget. Yeah, it's the blue box. You go right, and then you're gonna equip the red box. So you do blue, then red. Incidentally, this is also how you pick up the thermal goggles, because in the corner over here, in the right corner over there, there's the thermal goggles. We're still skipping them because Jimmy gives them. Bad Humans uses the alphabet. Well, there you go. Oh, for the blue comes before red. That's actually a good device. Yeah, blue comes before red. I always just think I'm going right, you know. So you end up on this floor, and then you drop the C4 in the corner, and you just run up this wall 2 tile lengths. Then you blow up the wall, and you meet Jimmy. And then he's like, who the heck is this guy? I've never met him before, which is exactly how we planned it to be. So yeah, you just drop your C4 in the corner. The bottom left corner, that is.
Oh,
It's
okay.
think of when you go to Ocelot. You know how we like position our C4 so we're like not getting hurt, but we're minimizing our time? It's the exact same concept, you know?
Okay.
So we plant the C4 in the bottom left corner, go 2 tile lengths up, and then detonate. Same concept. Okay, that was a lot. You want to? How about we do the full stage? Does that sound good? Do the stage 5 for review.
Yeah, yeah.
How you feeling right now?
Pretty good.
Not too overwhelmed, hopefully. Stage 5 is beefy.
Yeah, it is beefy, I will say. So let me. From here, I think, right? Yeah, I think that's it. Okay.
Yep.
So, all right. Oh, guess I'll just start.
Yeah, you
Okay.
should. We're on the clock here, you know. So yeah, you pick up your box, you press your elevator button, you either pick up the grenades now or later. Don't pick it up first. No. You want to press
Oh,
the elevator button first. So you're doing something with that dead time. That's okay. And then you want to crawl into the elevator. You want to be already facing the elevator. Like don't screw around too much, you know. Have yourself already in position for where you need to go. Yeah, I really like stage 5, Kez. On easy, it's pretty ho-hum, like there's not much there, but you get into higher difficulties, it gets really intense. So yeah, remember that you need to deal some damage to yourself in the elevators. I would, you know, just do damage to myself like every elevator ride. So you just have to throw a grenade once, you know, rather than do like 3 at once. This one's the easiest. Riding the yellows, baby.
this. Oh yeah, is.
Yep. Red box. And then we pick up these grenades. Oh man, you cut that nice. You cut that last part nice. You can get a little bit closer to the guard.
Yeah, I wasn't too sure.
Yeah, and when you're going that far back, you're creating the potential that what just happened where he looked around while he's going to that spot. You want to be as close as you can. The exclamation mark lasts longer than you think. You were just like 1 frame early. If the animation doesn't play, you were 1 frame early. Two, three. Remember, you want to be in front of the door. And you want to menu as well. I'm not saying these things to overwhelm you. It's just this will probably come with time. You'll get better practices with the elevators. But this is elevator stage. So you will lose a lot of time in this stage if you're not good with your elevators. You know? So we're picking up the card now. Not this one.
Oh no. Oh.
Nope. So yeah, now you're gonna... I think this will lead you back to the start. I think. Yellow, red. That's what you want to do.
Oh, it was another yellow. Okay.
Yep. It's that T intersection. It's okay. We're coming back to the start here, so that's good. So you get another chance. Thankfully, we don't have to ride the elevators again. Yellow. The quick swap is the 3rd trip, not the 2nd trip.
This is the red. Or no, this is yellow.
This is yellow.
Okay.
This is yellow. That would have been doing the same mistake you made just before. It's this T intersection up on the north. Now you switch to red.
Okay.
There you go. You're going to menu for your gun. Remember, because we're going to do a cam shot in the next room.
Okay. Oh, I already got that already.
Also remember that you can press the elevator button from the door. You don't have to go to the panel when you're coming from the right side. You're just one frame too early. That's why it's not happening. If you don't see the animation happen, just rapidly press the button or the menu button again. You know what I mean? Because if you don't see the door close, that means you're just slightly too early.
This is yellow, blue.
You don't have blue yet. We're getting the blue box.
Oh, oops.
This is we're doing the thing you were doing last time. You're like skipping ahead each cycle. So yellow, yellow. Now you go red. Just in the nick of time.
Is it yellow?
Yellow. Yellow. Yep.
And then red.
And then red. You're going into that room over there.
Okay.
So yeah, keep that wiki pad up or note card or something. That way you always know for yourself. You're gonna pick up that blue box. Then you're gonna run around the spiral. And then you're gonna knock on the top part of the wall. Wait a moment. You need to wait a moment to let the guards start moving before you start running to the left, okay? Don't be too antsy. And it doesn't need to be that far to the left. It can be at the corner of the wall. Okay? Closer to the corner of the wall. But hey, there you go.
What?
It has to be just a little bit more to the left. It's like the middle of the door. Now remember, you need to hurt yourself. So you're going to have to do it on these elevator rides. Because this is the last elevator ride.
Oh, whoops.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no. Oh no, Tony. That's why you should not do that menu until you have actually don't do that menu until you're actually in the elevator and you've confirmed that the elevator is closed.
Okay.
Or, don't throw grenades when the elevator is open. They're like, what is that explosion coming from the elevator? You should go check. You should go check it out.
Oh no!
You have to wait. You were being way too impatient. You have to let the guard move. And you got to swap back and forth. Swap back and forth between the screens. Oh, I guess you're just...
Yeah, I'm just gonna...
do it again. Okay. Yeah. Patience. Like... you waiting a little bit longer is much better than getting caught. And you don't know... this is just true with running in general. You don't know how tight to cut it until you actually know that for a fact. So wait
So-
longer, not shorter.
So like,
You knock at the corner. The position is not that important. I'm letting you know that right now. It's that you are moving so fast that you're getting so close to the guard. Even that time, you were so close to getting caught by that guard. You need to be just a little bit more patient. Like, do I have a? Probably do.
this is floor 1.
That's floor 1.
Ah, damn it. Oh, this one's blue.
Blue and then yellow. Nice. Okay. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. All right, do you remember your punch counts? You run through the first, 7 punches, run through the second, 2 punches. Oh yeah, there is a spot there where you'll throw a grenade and it'll just, yeah. So be careful.
Oh, damn it.
That delay, yeah, you cannot delay. You cannot delay. Run left, run right.
Oh, I didn't kill myself. Damn it.
No, you did. You did. But you have to wait a minute. Yeah, you did. Right? I think you did. I think that it's still fine if you die to the gas. So left, right should be fine.
So right now I could still do left.
I'm pretty
right.
sure. I'm pretty sure. Left, right, run through the first set. Yeah. There you go. And we're going to go pick up that C4.
Got stuck on the box. Ah,
Yeah, the fact that you got caught on that corner, that slight change caused you to get knocked to the floor. Once again, reinforcing the whole, bad movement in this game. Here, it just costed you a few seconds. In certain situations, it will just straight up cost your life.
oh my god.
Yeek. Yep.
Oh, does it take you back here?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because the checkpoint got
Yeah, that I forgot. All right, so
if you're afraid, if you are not confident in your movement, just pull out your stun grenades and throw stuns when you approach guards, okay? Because your health is super low, you know. You can survive a couple of hits, but that's it, you know. The only cost to pulling out the stuns is RTA, basically. And you just want to run down left there. Don't do a diagonal. So yeah, I would suggest pulling out your stuns just in case.
that stuns right.
The grenades with the line in the middle, that's chaff. You don't have any because now we skipped them in the route. And there's no guard here. All right, now pull out your regular grenades. Kablooey yourself. And then you do 7. And then 8. You do 7, run through the first 2, and then 8. Very good.
Oh, I forgot what to do.
Oh, you're going down. Don't go towards this guard. Nope. We're going down. We're going to the conveyor. That's okay. Well, you get to do this again.
Oh no.
You were too delayed.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you fail this, just throw a grenade. Don't wait. FYI. Waiting for the O2 to deplete is pretty slow. That right there is why I always go down left first and then do my punches, so I clear that corner and there's no chance of that happening.
I guess I was too fast with my punch.
I think you only did 6 punches rather than 7. If I was counting correctly, that is. Yeah, with that, you were waiting so long. Well, even with ignoring the bad movement at the end, you waited so long, you should have done like 5 punches, you know? Just try continue holding down left after the movement. It might help you a little bit, because this one is tricky. Like, you don't have that much time to chill. Like, you gotta go once you've hit your mark.
Oh. Damn it.
Yeah, slightly too much delay overall. You can also do 7 and 7. 7 and 7 should work. Yeah, like the way your pacing is much slower now than mine. So if you're pacing it out that slowly, you have to do fewer punches.
1, 2, 3.
Is like the way I pace out my punches, Tony, is once his animation resets to default, I punch again. You're like punch and then you wait and then you punch and then you wait. That's what you're doing. You're not like once you see the animation reset, you punch. That's how I do it. So that's why I was saying pay attention to his elbow, because once his elbow returns to his side, then I punch again. So it's kind of like Rock'em Sock'em Robots, you know? It's like boom, 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 if you know what I mean. Like, let that elbow return, and then you do it again.
Okay.
See? See what I mean? Like, you were delayed, and that difference makes all the difference, you know? So blue, then red. Blue, 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 blue. Do not, by the way, if you take the wrong, like, an incorrect, like a non-valid color into a sorter, it'll spit you out back to the beginning. So do not do that. Just FYI, it's very bad. All right, and then you drop your C4 in the corner. Wait, not this corner, but whatever, that's fine. You want to do it, yeah, like you put it in the bottom left corner because that'll hit the bottom of the wall, and you're closer to it. Would it help if I did the stage as well? Like, just watch me do a stage run of this?
Yeah. I think that'd help.
I know there's a lot to this stage. Like there's a lot to this stage. There's a lot to remember. So I'm gonna go get some water. If you need some water, you can do the same. We'll take a little break and then we'll do the stage again.
Yeah, I'll go grab something too. I'm back. I don't know if you're back.
All right, I have grabbed my water.
Yeah, I'm back too.
Fantastic. So I wanted to show you this because you were having trouble with this. Ignore the fact that this is normal. Just ignore that because the next screen is going to be the same. So I'm just going to... This is not the actual strat you want to do, but whatever. Okay. You are moving way too fast. Way too fast. What you're doing here is you're like, boom, and you're like going. Do not do that. Chill the frick out. Like, just chill out. Wait. Let him go, right? There's no need to zoom here. You need to wait for this guard to move. Especially because he could look... Remember, they could start looking back and forth after they hear a noise. If you just start zooming without thinking about it, you'll get caught and you're wasting like 30 seconds on doing this nonsense. Doing this back and forth for 30 seconds. Like, you don't want to do that, right? So just chill. Just chill. There's no need to rush it. All right. So I'm going to do the stage. You can ask me questions while I'm doing it. If there's something like, you're like, wait, so why are you doing this or whatever?
Okay.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we go left. Pick up the box. I'll narrate everything. I go press the elevator. I go back and pick up my grenades. Perfect timing. Press the elevator button. Press select immediately afterwards. I'm gonna hurt myself. Boom. Now wait. Menu. Equip my yellow box. This stage isn't really that hard mechanically. It's just you have to remember all this stuff. That's what's tough. Mechanically, this is not that hard of a stage other than the thermo skip, okay? But remembering all this stuff is the challenge. So just be actively thinking about what the next thing you need to do is. This T coming up is where we pick up the card. This is where we're going to make our right turn on our second trip. Get really familiar with this conveyor belt, you know? Very familiar. Don't daze off. I can daze off. I know where the hell I'm going. You can't daze off. Pay attention. You know, even on this route, it's like, okay, I'm going to be very familiar of where things are. So I don't waste literal minutes on this stage. It's very punishing. Red box, upright. We're going to pick up these grenades. Yeah, this stage. Above this line, cut over. Yellow exclamation mark lasts a while. Boom. Just don't run past the guard. Just run to the back. I'm gonna unequip my box. Make sure I'm far enough to the left on the door. Crawl in front of the door so I'm right in front of it. We're on B1. B1, we're going to floor 2 always. Boom. I'm gonna hurt myself. Boom. Wait at the button. I'm gonna do it again. Boom. All right, now I'm set up. Always yellow box. Good job not going back onto the elevator by accident. That's good. Good stuff. Now we're picking up the card. Okay, we're picking up the card. Do you know where that? Do you know what that means? You know where we're going?
It's yellow, 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 red.
Yes. So we go up vertically here, and I'm gonna switch to red. It's this T intersection. You look for that T intersection. Now I menu for my card and my gun. Pick up level 3 card. Wait for this guard to pass. It's the middle of that tile line, by the way, is when you want to start moving. Cam shot. Again, a lot of this movement is really sharp because I know these maps back and forth forever. So, obviously there's going to be a little bit of delay on your part. That's fine. Wait. Get my yellow box out already. Doesn't really matter. I'm already set up for my damage anyways. Now what are we doing, Tony?
Shit.
This is a quiz. This game is a quiz. Is a quizzical game.
So you go yellow, yellow. Well, you have to get the blue box now. So
That's right. That's right.
So
So now
yellow,
we go.
yellow, and you switch down to red.
Right. So this intersection here, we go down. Then we swap between red, yellow, red to go into this room over here. I'm gonna try something weird. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm gonna give it a go. I don't know if this is valid or not on easy, but I'm gonna just try it out here. I don't know if a guard shows up in the spiral. Let's see. Does a guard show up on the spiral? Yep, okay. So don't do that. This is the most dangerous position to be in for any guard if they approach me. Do you see how long they just last running around checking the position? This is why you want to do that trick, because they do this thing in Ghost Babel, which is really cool. Like, even after an alert clears, the guard is still like hanging around checking stuff out. So that's why it's so important to do that back and forth screen trick, you know? Because you avoid that problem.
Right, okay.
This game is pretty advanced, even though it's on the Game Boy Color, that they have guards, like, still snooping around the area even after the alert is cleared. So again, this screen, we go to the corner of the wall, go down, wait, let him walk, and then go. Don't cut it super tight. Just wait. You got time. like the song goes. We're on B1. So, boom. So we're going to the second floor. I always suggest to people as well, like, narrate what you're doing. That will solidify it in your mind what you're doing, you know? Like, okay, I need to equip my yellow box. And now I'm going to go do what? Where am I going?
Yellow, blue, yellow, blue.
That's right. Yellow, blue, yellow. You don't actually have to use blue here, but it's a shortcut. You're going to lose like 20 seconds or something by taking the long way around. So don't do that. Yellow. Blue. By the way, you don't actually have to damage boost this much, but it's going to lose you a little bit of time since you're going to have to throw another grenade when you're death abusing. So just FYI. We're going to knock out this guard. I should have went the other way, I think. Whatever. Put my grenades. Boom. Left. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. Done. Equip my stuns just in case I need them. That's fine. You pick them up for safety. So use them for safety. If you get scared, your movement's bad. If your movement's bad on this screen, you should probably throw a stun when you approach those guards. Just down. No turns. Down. It's a lot to remember. No doubt. But remember the important stuff. Remember the important stuff. Remember the stuff that could cause you to die. I think that's my best piece of advice. If it could kill you, you should probably remember how not to get killed. Some wise words in Ghost Babel and in life. Alright, I didn't need my stuns. That's awesome. So I'm going to switch back to my grenades. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down, down, down to this conveyor belt. Blue, then red. Just like the alphabet. Thanks, bad humans. Blue, then red. And you're going to notice, I'm going to plant the C4 in the corner. Not the upper corner, because that's further away from you. Bottom corner, boom. 2 tile lengths up. And that's that. And that ended me with an 842. Though I think oh yeah, I did I had like a death in the spiral. You should have like a 7 on this stage, I believe. It's like you get like a 730 or something. But since I took that death since I was messing around with the blue box drop. But yeah. So let's do it, man.
Okay.
You have any questions? Did that help?
Yeah, no, it did. It did. Alright, so
Let's get to great rank.
okay.
Joseph Joestar, thank you very much for your raid of 32. Hello, everybody. I'm Plywood. We are doing I'm No Rookie episode 23 with SolidTony learning some Ghost Babel. We're doing some stage 5 right now. I got some good news for you, though. Stage 6 is much shorter than this.
I guess I need some good news.
You know, this game is tough. It's a lot to learn. I really do feel like this is probably the hardest of the 2D games to learn. Maybe Snake's Revenge is worse. I'm not sure, but this one's pretty rough. To get that red box, you almost gave me a heart attack there. I thought you were about to ride the conveyor belt.
Yeah, that was not what I wanted.
Yeah, well, as long as you know, like, catch yourself and remember, like, or I'm doing this next, I'm doing that next, you know. Always have your objective in mind, especially with a stage like this. Good patience, good patience. If you weren't patient there, you would have wasted like half a minute, so it's good. That's like the one thing about this stage is that it punishes mistakes really hard. Really hard, you know? You want to be at the elevator button? Thankfully, there's fewer mistakes for you to make on easy. So the lines are a little bit more forgiving and there's less people you have to deal with. Okay, what are you doing?
Am I getting the third key card?
You're getting the third key card, which means you need to go up.
And then at this, I change it to red.
Mm-hmm. It goes yellow box, or yellow box. Well, you picked that up on the first floor, so let's forget about that. It goes red box, level 3, blue box, C4, end. That's how it goes.
Forgot to do the...
That's okay. Thankfully, there's no guard on this screen. If this was very hard, there would be zero margin of error. You'd need to immediately cam shot, but you know, thankfully, we're not in that scenario. You know, that's good. This is the good thing. Like, there's not zero margin of error on some of these screens. You know, we'll walk into that, but.
Like, that's not my menus.
And don't forget to pause buffer when the elevator lands. Even if you have to react to it, it's better than not doing it at all.
Okay, so now at this one, I'm going to use the red.
Yeah, when you switch that screen over, you switch to the red. Not this one. Not this one.
Oh, no, damn it.
Not this one. Nope. The second one is always yellow. So you're just going to have to ride around again. That's fine. It's okay. Could be worse. Like, this is losing like 30 seconds, but like, whatever. You're not like having to ride the elevators again, so better this than the alternative.
Okay, so 1, 2. So 3 yellows.
and now red. You waited too long.
Wait, that one was supposed to be red?
Yeah, because we've already picked up the card. Yep.
Should I just go back to yellow, I guess? Just to go back.
I would just go to red because you're now taking the really long way around. You could have like gotten off at this point, so. But, you know, we shouldn't be doing this anyways, so. But yeah, like I said, have...
Okay, I think I'm reading the notes wrong. Or maybe I'm just not understanding it.
So, what's confusing to you about the notes?
I think I'm just not counting, like...
So, the zero marker... So the zero marker, just so we're clear, is the one that you literally initiate with. The reason why it's marked 0 is because you always, always, always take yellow, right? That's the initial thing you always do. Because going red, if you go red on the very first box sorter, what will happen is you do a loop. You just loop backwards to the start, okay? That's why you have a note card out. I don't know why people make this complicated. I've seen people complain about this for years. Like, I can't learn this game because of this. Have a freaking note card out, right? So is it the fact that sorter 0 is there that's confusing?
I think so. I don't know. Like, I'm counting it as, like, okay, if I go into this belt here, this is first yellow.
That's 0.
Okay, so I'm counting it wrong.
Yeah, that's 0.
So this is 1.
That's 1. Yeah. I should make that a little bit more clear in the notes. 0 is the initial one because it's irrelevant, basically.
Right.
It's just saying you should never pick red there. Never pick red, right?
Now it's yellow. And
Yes.
then back to red. Okay, so that was just me reading it wrong then, I guess.
So I'm going to add that. Which is fair. Like, if the notes aren't clear, I'm going to add a note saying sorter 0 is the initial sorter. You will always use yellow at that sorter because red leads to red leads you to looping back to the start. I'm just going to put that at the start of every trip here. The reason why I put it there is because if I didn't, people would be like, but that's a sorter you go through, you know? So it's like, right? But it's not a relevant sorter. That's the problem.
Okay, yeah, that I didn't know how it was written, but
yeah. But that is the only sorter that's always the same, right? Because the final trip you use blue, you do yellow, blue, yellow, blue, yellow, right? So it's not always yellow, yellow, right? But every trip other than the last one is yellow, yellow at the start. If you click on the map as well in the wiki, you can see it visualized of where you're going, which is a map from someone on GameFAQs, Astro Blue.
Alright, so this is yellow.
Yeah, that's always yellow. Always yellow.
Blue. And yellow.
Yeah, casually this is hell because it's just trial and error. But
I wonder if moving the box like this is faster. Like just like wiggling
I
it.
don't know. That's a great question.
Like I don't know, it seems faster, but
Would have to frame test it to see if holding the direction versus wiggling is faster.
oh whoops.
You might be onto something. I'm not gonna be like, oh no, that's wrong. I have no idea. Maybe.
Okay, let's see if I remember this. Oh nope. I forgot.
Nope. That's the second. That's the second one. So you
Yeah.
throw a grenade, left, right, 7, then 2. You
Oh,
are literally in the middle of the lasers. That's not where you want to be. That's why I always look at the radar, because you don't want to be in the wrong spot when you start doing your thing. So get past the lasers. There you go. Fantastic. Pick up our C4 on the right side. And just run our butts out of here. And then you're gonna blow up Snake. And then you're gonna stay in the dark room and do 7 punches, run through the first 2, then another 8 punches, and then run through the last.
oh, let's go. Oh, whoops.
Nice. And go down, down, down.
And then blue.
Blue, then red, like the alphabet. Alphabetical order here.
I don't know. It just seems like it's. I don't know.
I think it would have to be facing the direction. You wouldn't want to turn in a circle, but
Oops.
C4.
Is there?
So
yeah.
you want to run. You want to be along the wall. Like you don't want to run away. Just the reason why it's the corner is you drop it bottom left in the corner. So you run down left, and then you run up left along the wall, and you're far enough away from the blast, and it blows up the wall, and you're right there. You know.
That's what I figured. I didn't remember the radius.
2 tile lengths.
Okay.
All right, so we are at 220 in our count.
Okay.
We could do one more run of stage 5 and then do everything together, or we could just do everything together now. What would you like to do? You want to do this one more time?
We could do everything together
Okay, cool.
today. Yeah.
We're not going to get to stage 6, but I'm not too surprised about that. Stage 5 is just
It's
a
tough.
lot. It's a lot. Trust me, it isn't as tough. It's tough to get everything down, but once you do, it's not so bad. It's just like remembering all this stuff is the hard part. Okay, so we're gonna change scenes here, y'all. And hit up Tony for his 1 through 5 Ghost Babel run. Oh yeah, let's do it.
1 through 5.
1 through 5. Just gotta change the scene over here.
I'll just start it over from the beginning.
Yeah, I just have to
Okay.
get my stuff all set up here. All right, fantastic. So you can give me a countdown whenever you're ready.
All right. Okay, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, let's do this. It's okay to feel overwhelmed by Ghost Babel. That's what it does to a lot of people. They just get overwhelmed, you know. But eventually, you will be whelmed. Eventually, you'll just be normally whelmed.
The whelmed.
You'll just be whelmed. So, sorry, everyone. That is a dumb inside joke.
Okay, that was weird.
That was weird. But I don't think it matters. I don't know if you're gonna get a 35 now, unless everything is perfect at this point.
I don't think so, but we'll see.
The margin for 35 is actually pretty large. It's larger than you think. Yeah, well, Tony stole it from my stream last night, so I have to post the clip of us talking about Whelm.
Trademarked plywood.
The 36. It's okay. He didn't get... He did the bridge well, so that's important. Yeah, stage 1 is the meme stage. But stage 2 is where we actually start getting some neat stuff. I don't think it's that nutty on easy. But that's what's nice about easy. Like, I learned this game on normal, and man, it is a lot easier to learn this game on easy because there's just certain screens you just get a free pass on. So you can think about all the other stuff, you know? Not the first stage of this first screen of the fort. This actually is harder on easy than on normal. Yeah, that's one of those screens. Yeah. So that screen depends on the difficulty, Pazzo. So you want to run along the bottom there. Do not just like run along the fence.
Okay.
You should be fine. I'm glad you find this run so cool. I thought it was on every difficulty that I'm confused. There are guards there. Wait, what? I don't even know what screen Pazzo's talking about. I should just stop. Screens are different depending on difficulty. That's where I'm going to start and stop my explanation. Guard patterns are not the same on every difficulty. That is very false. I can assure you. Yeah. Anyways, I suggest everyone to start with easy when they're learning this game. Save yourself some pain. And just start with simplicity. Interesting place to switch the card. I'm going to say the same thing I say to you every time you're in the truck. You want to hold down exiting the truck, not down right. It's these small frame loss things, but like, you know, it's fine. And some of your movement is just like, you know, you're going wide some places, but whatever. You have the groundwork. How optimized is this run? Less and less so over time. And we're talking about several different categories here. There's actually no runs on hard. Normal arguably is the most optimized in terms of the luck factor, but as far as strategies, they've advanced quite a bit. 135 is decent. You know, you want to get sub 30, but that's because you got knocked down a bunch.
Yeah.
So Ghost Babel can still push ahead, and if someone can make some more consistent RNG manips, then optimization in this game would become a lot easier and less RNG heavy. For instance, very hard Big Boss still has plenty of time to cut from it because of routing improvements, better luck, etc. It's just sometimes it's a lot to ask for. So really small thing there, like you ended up higher on that screen than you needed to be. So then you had to like go further down.
Right,
It's
yeah.
a really, really small thing, but I'm just being critical of your movement. Not that's not that big of a deal. That's like a whatever thing. With some more practice, stuff like that will wash away. Here's the big one though. The first boss of the game, the wave. Honestly, I would say that's accurate. This is the first boss of the game, is the wave.
I don't have my headphones on, so I can't even tell if I
I would
hit it or not.
I would just get on the ladder then if you can't tell.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, you got it. Nice. So if you're not certain if you're good, you like barely got it, but that was very good. If you're not certain, just go to the ladder and hold it. Like you lose like 5 seconds, but it's whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
I was like feeling pretty confident, and then I'm like, I don't know if I got this, but
Well, you did. So good job. That completely, you know, faith was, you know, you got knocked down a few times, faith ruined, and then you did water skip perfectly, faith restore, you know. Ooh, you got caught in that. You gotta. So that's like why you need to wait on that down left until you hit the crate.
yeah.
Get a very small thing, right? But the small things make a huge difference in this run.
Damn it.
You have been RNG'd. Welcome to Ghost Babel. You have also been cornered. Haha. So you got hit because you moved badly. The audience might think I'm just being like really harsh. I'm just being brutally honest. That is just how this game is. You make a movement mistake, that could mean you get hit or you don't. Usually it means if you make a movement mistake when a guard's around and you're supposed to go on alert, you get caught. So. However, the goal of starting Ghost Babel is not to have godlike movement on every stage. The goal is to survive and get more and more comfortable with how this game feels. There you go.
I forgot where to go from there.
Yeah, that's the wrong door. That's the door you'll come through in stage 4. So you go north first.
Yeah.
This stage is very confusing. So, everything's beige. Good job remembering to hold down right past the red cap guard. And then you're going to go to the top of the laser room. And now you meet up with Chris. That was not that bad. I mean, there was, typical noob movement issues, but like you got water skipped down perfectly, which is really nice.
Yeah, that one's been my demon for a bit. Can we just appreciate the cutscene graphics for a Game Boy Color game for a moment?
Every time, man. Every time.
Like damn.
It's the same artists that worked on Solid 1 and Nakamura. Yeah, he does excellent work. His work stands the test of time, you know?
At least I don't have to mash codecs.
Yep, that's great too. You just hold B and chill out, which is it's the flow of this run I think is really good cuz like you do stuff and then you relax for a bit, think about what's coming up next. Just something I suggest you do, like when you have these cutscenes, you're holding B, look at your notes, right? Look at your notes. It's like, all right, what's happening next? All right, got to follow Chris. I have to, move this way. Have my little post-it note, sticky note out for the doors, right? You do have that, right?
Yeah, it's on my my
All right,
screen.
fantastic. Fantastic. He has his door puzzle solutions ready. Just run past the guard like you're supposed to. And then we go to the bottom, not the top, thanks to bad humans being like, hey, we shouldn't do this. And it's true. Now you do get chaff if you go the top route, but you don't need chaff. Trust me, you don't need it because we got camp shot. So don't worry about it. If you were going for a rank 1 run, I think you would still go top route because this guard is a problem. Maybe you could kill him. I'm not sure, but whatever. Yeah, you could probably shoot him. Shoot him down. Yeah, just so you know, like we pick up the 5-7 in stage 2 on a rank 1 run. Not on very hard because it's not there, sadly. You have to pick it up in stage 1, which is a huge problem. I'll just put it that way. As you could guess, it's a huge problem. It used to be stage 1 and very hard was like super easy, and now stage 1 and very hard, you may reset. It's very cool.
Oh no.
Nope. speaking of very hard, that's the line you take on very hard. But
Oh, okay.
you go left and up. That's not that big of a time. You lost like 5 seconds or something, whatever.
Okay. Yeah, the movement scares me in this game. It gets me antsy.
It's thrilling once you get it down.
Can
You're
you hit the
you,
codec to start it?
no, it happens automatically.
Oh god damn it. Hit the wrong angle.
Yeah, it's you should go a little bit further down than that.
Yeah. Okay. Easy enough.
We got number 2. Number 2. When you're starting out, you freak out a lot because you just have to. You don't know your lines. Once you know your lines, it's just like it feels like just jelly heaven. It's great. But when you're starting out, you're like, oh, then I'm doing this. Don't do that. You know. Is that true? Is that how you feel? Like, oh God, there's this
Just a
thing. Now
little
I got to do that thing.
just a little bit.
Yeah. This game comes fast and furious. But that's why it's a good speed game in that way.
I had
Ooh,
to
you got
split.
yeah, you got like that is something that can happen where you get hurt while you're transitioning the screen. So that's what happened there. That's why you stopped on the next screen. You have to go a little bit more right than that to avoid getting hit, but it's fine. You want to be already down below on the hedge when you go in the next screen. It's small stuff. It's all a little bit sketchy, but you still got the general sketch. Don't forget that ration. Nice. Might as well pick up the other one too.
Oh, okay. Shit.
Like I said, you don't have to, but like I would just suggest it starting out. Like
Yeah.
pick up more rather than less. Once you get used to the game, then you can start. It's just like MGS1, right? Like there's stuff you could pick up when you're starting out. Where it's like pick this up, and then later on you cut that out because you don't need it. But all right, so we stick to the ridge line. Count out those flashers or count out 2 seconds. It's way too. Oh wait, that wasn't too fast. You're counting better than me. I'm gonna shut up. It's like, oh, he did that way too fast. I'm like, I'm full of it.
I think I'm starting to slow down a little bit.
Yeah, that happens to us all as we age, man. It's all good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh damn, that was a miss. Oh no. 1, 2, 3, 7.
Yep, always want to lead those grenades. $353, not bad at all. Just for yourself, my time in my world record run is 340 on stage 3. Or
Okay.
no, excuse me, 347. Sorry, stage 4 is 347. So you had a 353. So you were like 6 seconds slower than me. Not
Yeah, I
bad.
think I was gonna say I think it's partially due to the hits that I get.
Yep, and just movement and stuff. I also had a bit of a sloppy stage 4 because I went for a really risky strat and didn't pay off, um but not bad. Now this is the final boss.
The final boss.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Nope, we press the elevator button first, buddy.
That's right.
If you can't remember that, then you should do that grenades later, but just press the elevator button first. The good news is, as far as IGT is concerned, this is the longest stage in the game, basically.
Mhm.
So, once you get through this, you've gone through the really, really long one. So it might feel really like, oh gosh, this frickin' stage. But then you think about how you did it casually and it took you like an hour or whatever, and you're like, all right, you know what? It's not so bad.
An hour. That's like being a little too generous.
Yeah, 3, whatever. You know how it is. 90 minutes of
God, I
trial
hated
and
this
error.
thing casually.
I get why everyone hates it casually. Once you start speedrunning, I think it's pretty fun. It's just the stage is kind of infamous casually, but
Oh damn.
like no one gets to this stage without some scars. Where the hell are you going?
I thought
There are
I don't
there are
know.
no grenades. There are no
Yeah,
grenades on B1.
I thought there were grenades.
No. We are going to floor 2. So you want to be at the elevator button, not the door. We're not going to floor 1. This is
Oh,
floor
damn,
1.
I keep forgetting. Ah,
That's why I was saying that to you. Just always pay attention to the little marker at the door. It tells you where you're going or where you're at, where you're going, And you are always, always, always going to floor 2 every single time. So here we're getting the ID card, which means we need to
yellow.
take that top T intersection. Very
Is red.
good. Now we're going to the red. Big red time. Very nice.
Oh Jesus.
And we need that cam shot.
Oh dang.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I messed up there.
Just go to the next screen and go back and forth.
Oh,
Sorry, I was
right.
Yep, and go back and forth, Anytime you screw up and you are on alert, you should think, I'm going back and forth, I'm cheesing the alert. that is your automatic response. It's not even a question of there's no question of, oh, should I do this instead? No. The only thing you could theoretically do is leave, like, as the timer's going closer and closer to 0 on yellow, then you start heading to your destination. But that is a more advanced thing. And you don't need to worry about that. All right, so now we're going to go pick up the blue box.
Blue box, so yellow. Yellow.
So that quick screen transition is the one where we switch to red, and then we go back and forth between our options.
It's right here.
Yep. Red, yellow, red. We get our card out. Go get our stuns.
Oh, I have rations.
Yeah, you already... Yeah. That's why I tell you to pick up the ones before the boss, because it's faster than picking up those.
Gotcha. Okay.
After the next boss, you can have even more rations, but it's just like Solid 1 in the classic 2D games. You get rank ups, so you can carry more, you know? Which they've stopped doing after this game. Okay, so we knock on the corner and we are patient. There you go. Don't have to be patient with the knock, but you have to be patient with your movement. Patience sometimes really is the prize in this game, especially in stage 5. All right, so you're gonna blow yourself up a little bit, do some boosting. All right, nice. Now we're gonna set up at the door, and we're gonna do yellow, blue, yellow, blue, yellow. Nice and simple. All right. So how are we doing this death abuse?
So first is 7 punches, then 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Second
so we're gonna
round is
hold your horses, man. Let's not talk about number 2. We're do number 1. So we're doing blow ourselves up, left then right, and then run through the first set. 7 punches. Run through the second set. 2 punches. All right. Got through. Then we're going to go pick up our C4.
oh no.
Oh, right, because you got hurt earlier. Yeah, you delayed too much. You have to hold left. You have to hold left. You waited a moment in the dark room. By the way, the IGT is not ticking when you're on the game. Yeah, you're on the lasers. Always look at the radar. When you're at the game over screen, if you need a moment to recompose yourself, that's fine. You don't have to like mash continue, just so we're clear. So this is why I suggest keeping your stun grenades out. And I would just say, especially because you got hurt earlier, you got punched, just once you get to those guards, just throw a stun. Like,
Not even
it's
have
fine.
a ration out?
I wouldn't have a ration out, because then you're going to have to boost some more, but, I mean, you could. At that point, there's not really a reason to throw a stun, right? But basically, like, once you get to that point, just throw a stun. If there's a concern you're going to get hurt. This is one of those situations where you can see, like, a mistake you made 3 minutes ago is now cascading into a death.
Oh, whoops.
Yep, now you need to blow yourself up. You always death abuse when you enter this room. Nope, you do not exit and re-enter on the second go. So you're going to need to kill yourself again. Okay. You're just going to have to practice this stage. That's to be expected. Then we go down. Go blue, then red. Blue, then red. There we go. You'll figure that out pretty quickly. Like, oh, there's no yellow here. That's not going to work. Then we lay the C4 in the corner. Go 2 tile lengths up. Blow it up, and then hold left.
Okay.
And you're done.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to practice the thermal
Stage 5. And like I said to you earlier, I genuinely do believe there might be an easier way to judge that, like, just by like the blinking of the radar, or like the blinking of the radar specifically, just because you could just watch the yellow light blinking and then do it based off of that, you know? So 9:30. So you lost 2 minutes. Realistically, you can get sub 8. So that's just from, dying excessively and not remembering how certain things go. But like I said to you earlier, like, this is just a stage where once you know what you're doing, it's not bad. But until you get to that point, it's like, oh gosh, you're layering, like, all the other stages up to this point. I can reference what? So stage 1 is in IGT 35 seconds, 130, 340, 340, right? So stage 5 is stage 3 and stage 4 combined in terms of IGT. Like, that's a lot, So don't feel bad.
No, I feel, no, honestly, I feel a lot better. Especially with the refresher of 4, because 4 was really overwhelming for me, and this helped. This helped 100%.
Fantastic. Yeah, so we have done our full 3 hours for I'm No Rookie episode 23. It took you 32 minutes and 50 seconds to clear stage 5.
Okay.
And that is, I guess I'll just look at the comparison point just so you have an idea, like, when do I clear stage 5? Obviously, difference of someone who's run the game for many years at this point, but so it took me 29 minutes and 43 seconds to get to stage 5 clear screen. So you're only a few minutes behind. That's not bad starting out, And most of that was this stage.
Yeah, no, that's. I think I definitely know what I need to practice for sure. Um, I still think the movement I have to get used to. Because it still kind of gets to me a little bit, but it's just cleaning up that movement a little bit where like cornering and when I get bombarded with enemies, I keep forgetting like what's the optimal way of moving, and it just gets overwhelming at first. But you know, I think I'm just gonna get it with time for sure.
Yeah, like this is something we didn't really talk about it on this episode at all, people, because I was showing Tony some of the game before this point. But I'll reiterate this to you and for everyone listening that there's certain concepts in this game that you have to be able to apply when things go wrong, you know what I mean? And that can be in the moment be like, "Oh, whoa," like you have this sort of panic moment, right? So you have to think, pause the game for a moment maybe. What am I doing here? It's like, "Oh, right. I'm going to use this. I'm going to do that." But thankfully, since this game is split up into stages, like break each stage down, right? And we're, almost through the halfway point in the run.
Yeah,
Almost. Almost. As far as RTA is concerned, we're almost there. It's basically stage 7 is the halfway point. So, all right. That's going to be it, folks, for I'm No Rookie episode 23. I hope you all enjoyed some Ghost Babel action. Thank you for being here, Tony, and being such a good student. Hopefully I was helpful in being a good teacher to you.
no, definitely. Shout outs to MGSR and Ghost Babel. Run the game. It's good. Can confirm.
Nice. He's saying that without even fully running the game. That means a lot, right? So reminders to everyone, if you would like to participate in episodes of I'm No Rookie and you want to throw your hat in the ring as a coach or a rookie, we do have a link to apply for I'm No Rookie. You can find that link here. I posted it. It is also in the Discord server, which you can join, that the Moobot just posted in chat. So you can also find the links there in links and applications in the Discord channel. As always, please give a follow to this channel for more Metal Gear Speedrunners content, community content. I stream here every Monday evening. I didn't last week because I was ill. We were supposed to do this episode last week, but I was sick, unfortunately, so I couldn't really talk. But here we are. We made up for it. And of course, if you're interested in stuff I do, you can follow me at Plywood Gaming on Twitter or Plywood_ on Twitch. And Tony, you can find Tony at twitch.tv/SolidTony. And I believe that's the same thing on Twitter as well, but with an underscore.
Yes.
Let's like we have a weird flip going on then, actually. Excuse me. So there's that cough. So let's see if I can find someone for us to host as we bring a close to this episode. So what's your what are your plans for this game now? Now that you've gone through stage 5, you want to do another one of these? You gonna learn stage 6 this week? What's up with that?
I'm probably gonna. Well, I don't know about this week because of the move and everything.
I see.
At least this week. I'll probably just run through 1 through 5 again. Definitely practice 5 a lot until I can do it without, being like, oh, well, what was this? What, like being whelmed.
Yeah, you want to get to Whelm.
I wanna get to whelmed. I don't want to be overwhelmed.
Eventually, you'll achieve a level of zen where you'll be underwhelmed by this whole game and just be like, I don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
And
But
that's when the ghost babble will like flow through you, like nobody's business.
the ghost babble will flow through you.